No. Oh, no, I have. Not since, I don't know if you were here.
I despise when someone leads it. Oh, we are live.
Whispers in the morning.
Oh yeah, I like this one.
Of lovers sleeping high.
The vibrato.
Come on now. Rolling by like thunder now.
Who sings this?
What?
Celine.
As I look in your eyes.
I'd love if you held it.
Hold on to my body.
Right, that's enough.
Sorry.
Welcome, guys,
to episode 17
17
of Organised Chaos.
Bring.
God, that is awful, isn't it?
Come here. Can we just address the elephant in the room first and foremost?
What?
I'm not sure if everyone listens right to the end of every podcast, but last week you fucking knuckle touched me. Don't you?
Knuckle touch me
Don't
again.
you be at that again?
Come on, fist pump.
No, stop.
Come on,
Stop
throw it up.
No,
Mom.
no, honestly. Be honest with the people.
Yeah.
Where did that come out?
I don't know, it just felt right.
You were like, my wrist was up and I was like, yeah.
And we looked at the back and it wasn't. My wrists were literally, I was holding my wrist down by like my side.
Yeah.
I don't know, it just felt right. And,
No,
you know,
if anyone
sometimes-
gets a minute, go on to YouTube and watch the last minute of
No,
episode 16.
I actually think I did look at that snip, and when I do it, your face, you kind of, it was like you went into slow mo. You were just like,
It's like, what is she
you literally
doing?
went like this. Your eyes just went, what? I don't know. It just felt right, so just went with it.
Oh.
Go with the flow kind of gal. What can I say?
Are you going to try start that every evening?
Yeah, look, see, did it. So yeah, that's going to be the new. We should talk about handshake.
No, let's move on.
No?
How was your week? Yeah.
The week was great. Yeah. No news on my front, as per.
As per.
What day of the week are we now?
Wednesday. Willy Wednesday.
What did I do Sunday? Oh, I had my niece's birthday party on Sunday, so that was gorgeous.
Cute.
Yeah,
There was a
very, very
bouncing
cute.
castle.
There was a
Any
bouncing castle.
minor injuries?
No, I actually didn't have to get on.
Minor
I
burns or
realised
injuries?
she literally does not want to know me. She has friends now.
Oh, she doesn't need you.
Yeah, like, you know when they're like 1, 2, 3, and even kind of up to 4 years old.
How old is she now?
5 on Sunday. And when they're up to like even 4 at a push, like when Auntie Emma arrives or whoever, you know.
Who's Emma? You're Becky.
Guys, for anyone that actually doesn't know us,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
few that listen that don't know us personally, my first name is actually Emma. Who knew?
Doesn't even suit you.
It does.
It does.
But I realised that when up until about 4 years of age, when Auntie Emma arrived, it was like, woo, like party time, let's go play, role play, let's make
Makeup
tea, makeup, that. Now she's 5 and she's like, hi Auntie Emma, like gives like an adult hug, like not a child, like, you know, she's literally like a fully grown woman.
No time. She's only doing pleasantries.
And
Yeah.
then she's like,
She's keeping up
you know, she calls
appearances.
her friends.
What?
Like, so obviously she's in school now, which is fine, but there's obviously other kids on the road, and since she's been like 3, she's called them my kids.
Random number.
Sorry guys, I have to just
Calling
get do you need to take that?
Give us your phone.
Yeah.
You what? You?
Put it down.
Oh, no, fuck off.
Do you need to take that?
No, don't know.
Who'll be calling you at this hour of the night
Honest
anyways?
to God, don't know.
Who calls anyone past the hours at 6 p.m?
I'm podcasting. Maybe it's our next big break.
I mean, you better answer. No, your phone.
I mean, we're going viral on TikTok currently.
currently we have over 110k.
Views on our recent
I mean,
TikTok.
I am afraid to leave the 4 walls here.
Yeah.
But
Sorry,
sorry,
back
yeah,
to-
that was my weekend. How was your week?
My week was gorgeous. Obviously had a gorgeous weekend with you. We watched Squid Game.
Saturday. I sure forgot.
Saturday we were supposed to be actually podcasting.
But as we said previously, we had to bring it forward.
We had to bring it forward. So it left us with an idle evening and we were like, do we want to drink? Do we not? Do we want to go out? Do we not? End up getting loads of sweets, treats and watching Squid Game.
Binging
we
the
only
Squid
got how
Games.
many? 4 episodes in. Well, that's 4
Yeah.
hours, I suppose.
I
Not too
thought
bad.
up until this morning I'd only watched 2, and then I remembered that we watched a few on Saturday evening.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're on
We're
to
going
episode
on
5.
to episode 5, aren't we?
Yeah.
Very like obviously there's been loads about it now. So
Do you know what I found out also? Is it ringing again?
It's no.
Oh. You can actually watch it without the overdub.
Yes.
You can just watch it and then
Yes.
like have the English subtitles. And that's where apparently it's supposed to be what?
I have to take a call.
Go on.
Okay.
I know who it is. 2 secs.
Okay, you can go on ahead. Me and Vicky will talk away.
Oh, we're going on with it. We're not cutting and.
No. We can continue on.
Sorry. Yeah. So myself, you were Mr. Producer was gigging, and myself and Evelyn, we got in and caught up in a few episodes of Squid Games. Have you watched since?
No, not since. But I did hear you can watch the.
Yeah, the reason I found out actually is that I was shown telling Donnelly that we'd started Squid Games, and obviously everyone's heard all about it at this stage, I'd say. And she wanted to throw it on just to see what it was about. And I was like, you know what? Fast forward in, like, first episode, fast forward in about 45 minutes just to give you a sense of, you know, you're watching it as dubbing, and it's, you know, the accents are a little bit off, but when you first start watching it. So she fast forwarded in, and then I was like watching it. I was like, wait a minute. Why am I reading? Like, I was reading so it was in Korean. They were speaking Korean, but they were.
So is it
English.
A separate part? Like, is it a separate?
No, it's just a setting on Netflix.
Right.
Like down the bottom, it's just like English tick or English with subtitles.
Right.
So so I was like, oh god, but it like completely threw me. I was like, why are they? And funnily enough, what part was it? You know, the guy with the friend. Well, the friend, the like.
The guy he knows.
Yeah, that did really good.
His mother, who was the.
Yeah, that did really good in college stuff. He was, when she turned it on, he was speaking, and she's back.
Sorry, guys.
He was speaking, and he actually, his American version sounded like himself. Like, they sounded similar.
Right.
So it took me a few seconds to realise.
Yeah, because that's the podcast I was on about the last time. The guy was saying it's some of the best acting I've ever seen. He was saying that he watches it in the original language in Korean, and it's just reading. Yeah, it's kind of like Narcos.
We could never read the subtitles.
No, I enjoy it. I enjoy it the way we're doing it.
But you watch Narcos, and that's the place.
I can. I've watched things.
But I understand Spanish.
No.
Español.
I understand
it. You're not going to receive any more calls.
Un pequeño.
Is everything okay?
Guys, apologies. Now,
what happened?
Like, top six.
Okay.
But, do you know what it was? It was my G4S alarm going off in work. And obviously I'm manageress, I was first point of call. And the reason I knew it was them was because my gorgeous front of house, Geraldine, also called me straight after, so she's the second point of call.
Yeah, I can imagine.
So I was like, yeah.
When you got up and you're like, I have to take this, I was like, I know exactly what that is.
Yeah, it was the owl alarm going off.
Everything's okay.
Well, whoever robbed a few bits, I hope they got a few nice bits.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is it gone off?
Yeah, no, it's grand. It was only zone 1 and sure. Could be a spiderweb, guys, for all we know.
Oh, goodness. Anyways.
The last time I got a call from G4S, well, it wasn't the last time, but it was during like one of the maybe it was just before lockdown, but it was 4 a.m. I was after having a few drinks. Now,
that's what I mean. What
one or two minors. And it was the first time it had ever happened. So the G4S are the alarm guys, for anyone who doesn't know. They call me and I'm supposed to action it. Like, I was half drunk saying, hey, and they were like, zone whatever's going off, alarms, can you make it there, Peter Mark, Newbridge? And I was like, yeah. And I arrived down and I was like, what if there's an intruder? I was like, what the hell am I going to do?
Disclaimer, guys.
Oh no,
she got a lift down. She didn't drive down herself.
I genuinely didn't drive.
I thought you were going to say you genuinely.
No. Mr. Producer drove, and he doesn't drink. So we're all G. He doesn't take a drink. So we're all G. But like myself and himself, I'm in the pajamas, and we're like 4 a.m. sitting outside, and I was like, maybe I should ring the guards.
I was like going in like Liam Neeson. Like, honestly, thought I was going to have to fight 10
No,
lads.
we had all these scenarios in the head. We were like, right,
what if
people are after breaking in?
So is that still going off now?
No. They turn it off because they're signal to them. But rang the guards anyway, and the guard came down, and sure, he's not gunning or nothing.
What's he going to do?
He opened the door, and I swear to God, he was like Mission Impossible. He was like, do.
No, he wasn't.
He had a little bat on. I was like, chicken, do you want me to get my scissors?
Yeah.
You know, but
it's just the wind, you know.
It like, once again, it was like a cobweb or something over the lasers. They're so sensitive.
Are they super sensitive?
Yes, super sensitive, yeah.
If anyone rang me, like, I'd be like, no, like, wrong number, sorry, bye. Like, unless it's this
Duns
place, if I had an alarm on this, then I'm like, okay, this is my property.
This is my property.
What if you were responsible though for like Duns being cleaned out of everything?
I mean, I would never allow myself to get into that situation to be the responsible one for
it. Like
imagine ringing me on a Saturday night. Like, hi guys, we have a zone 1 to 4 outage. I'd be like,
turn it off.
Sort it out.
Turn it off.
You know,
17 masked men raid whole of Duns.
But anyway, yeah.
That was your. Did you do anything else other than?
Oh, Squid Game. No.
We had a discussion.
I can't remember. what I did Sunday, it must have been exciting.
We went for food.
Oh yeah, met
Oh, you went for
Anya and Pod from Kerry.
Kerry.
From Kerry. And yeah, we went for a nice meal on Sunday. Nothing too strange or exciting. Booked a holiday today.
Oh, where are you off to? Oh, tell us.
Off to Berlin.
Stunning. Did you book?
November, yeah. Booked Dublin to Berlin, Berlin to London. A few days and obviously a few nights in Berlin, a few nights in London and home.
Stunning.
Yeah.
Accommodation, same with the brother?
No. Probably going to do hotel.
Something plush.
Yeah, haven't booked it yet.
Keep us updated.
Yeah, will. But we're obviously
Paris
flying
to
high.
Berlin.
We're obviously flying high on TikTok currently.
Yeah. This is it now.
What's brought me to, well, I obviously realised it before now, but the people love thinking of you naked. Did you ever think of that?
Stop!
No, the people
We're
are.
not- well, this is the third episode in a row.
What have you mentioned? You
Yeah, I'd
naked?
be like, can we not?
Why?
Because my decency, that's why.
The people love it.
No.
They're thinking
Next.
They're thinking of you Diddy's out, and they're like, yeah, please.
Right, I'm going straight into Vicky's bits if you're going to keep this up, yeah. Because I'm over you. I don't even think I have anything that great.
I was thinking, do you even have anything?
How did you cope?
With.
The Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp outage.
I
I thought I lost you. I thought I lost you at one stage.
didn't even
straight to
notice,
TikTok.
to be
Huh?
honest.
Went
Straight
straight
to
to
TikTok, straight onto Twitter.
I didn't even notice, to be honest.
Did you see what Twitter tweeted?
No.
They were like, hello, literally everyone.
Oh, really?
Because they were still flying high. Like, I think actually WhatsApp tweeted back being like, hey, or something like.
Right.
But yeah, massive outage
Do you
on
know what
one
I
day.
was
6
thinking?
hours.
Yeah.
I was thinking about the poor, unfortunate kids that live, sleep, and breathe. Like Instagram and
Yeah.
Snapchat. Like Snapchat especially. Like
No,
that's
Snapchat wasn't down.
Oh, was it not?
No.
Oh, well,
No.
then the kids were grand.
Yeah, kids are
Ah,
grand.
the
No,
Fucking
no, no,
kids.
wait. Snapchat might.
No, it wasn't. Definitely not because I
Oh,
was.
you were snapping, were you? Did you keep that?
Kept that.
What's that? What did the fire thing used to be?
Flame? What?
Yeah, what was it?
A streak.
A streak. You
Oh yeah, I
your
kept that
streaks.
streak going.
Yeah.
But
What's your longest streak?
I don't even know if I ever had a streak. But I
Yeah,
read
I
somewhere
coped
that
well. How did you cope?
well, yeah. Also, I
Yeah.
was just
No, we
Did you
we
not see my Instagram? Oh,
We ripped it over to iMessage.
Did you not see my Instagram?
I was going to say
It
the
was
next
down.
day I was just I just opened up Excel on my BlackBerry and just text people that way.
The BlackBerry.
But I think I read somewhere that Mark Zuckerberg lost like $220,000 every minute of the outage. I think it dropped like 7 billion or something
From marketing, like?
No, from like stock price and usage and adverts and everything. Like he lost
Adverts,
about,
yeah.
but he put out a big
Advertisements.
statement. Now I didn't read a statement. It was fucking
It's a drop in the ocean for that,
he writes, he types and
Does
just
he?
keeps typing.
Does he?
But
Never read anything he's written.
I've read like articles and listened to like he's been like in big massive lawsuits and stuff like that as well. I've seen snippets or whatever. But anyways, I just read a snippet of it and he was just like, it's not about money and it's not about, you know, what he was really concerned about, or so he says. Like he can say that because he's a fucking
What's he
billionaire.
concerned about? What did he
just
say?
about like how he realizes so many people, businesses, companies like rely on them platforms to run their business essentially.
Yeah.
Which you can imagine, like, you know, we know near next to nothing about
No,
like
about social media or
do you know,
anything.
social media or like what companies would utilize them for, you know. So it was the biggest one in recent years, and apparently it was down to some technical terms, some configuration of an update or whatever. And then you were reading all these things. I think there was like articles on Reddit saying so the people, Facebook couldn't fix it then because they ran off the same internal servers and stuff, and obviously they were down. And so I think that's true. But then I also read somewhere that then they were like, people couldn't get into the building with their pass cards because they were all linked up. Now I don't know. I think that was taken out. I don't know if that's true or not. But like, it just shows you how like how much we rely on like the World Wide Web.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And not just us, like big corporations and
everyone.
businesses and everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we got through it anyways.
We got through the fall of.
Please God, there's never a Spotify outage.
Would you be dead?
No, I just mean, what would our listeners do?
Oh, I don't
if
know
they
what our
couldn't access
organizer, all our
podcast?
organisers would do. I don't
What would
know.
our organ donors do if they couldn't access the podcast?
I'm sure Apple
We should set up a
Podcasts
support group.
would come up to trumps.
We should set up a support group.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
1800 666 666.
69.
That's our favourite number.
69.
But oh yeah, I had an article about what actually caused it, but that was actually just more so for me. I was interested to be like, what actually caused it? If I start reading out to you now, you'd be like,
Yeah.
what? We're recording. Do you know William Shatner?
No.
You'd know him if you've seen him.
Oh, well, I Google
You're
him.
also no, you don't need to. You also I haven't watched what he's most famous for. It's Captain Kirk in Star Trek.
Right. Okay.
So he's in his 90s now.
Oh wow.
You'd recognise him if you've seen him, because I was like reading. I was like, Captain Kirk. Yeah, no Star Trek. Never watched it, and know the name William Shatner, but I couldn't put his face to a name. But he is it Jeff Bezos? Is bringing him to space.
Right.
So he is literally,
Wow.
it's like the epiphany of like
Mr. Star Trek.
Mr. Star Trek. Like he was Captain Kirk with Spock and with all them guys, and now he is Star Trek actor 90 to blast off into space next week. So the legendary actor is going to become the oldest person to visit space, but unfortunately he won't have Spock and Leonard McCoy for company. Obviously, you know Spock. Never heard of Leonard McCoy. I'm assuming he's a big deal in Star Trek. So after decades playing Captain Kirk, it's William Shatner's turn to boldly go where no man has gone before at 90. Like, I wouldn't go there now. Never mind when I was 90.
No.
So in a classic case of life imitating art, the legendary actor is going to be beamed into space on a mission next Tuesday. I thought I read somewhere that he's going on the Blue Origin spacecraft, which is Jeff Bezos, isn't it? Spacecraft. So delighted for William now.
Is that dangerous for him?
I imagine it's dangerous for anyone.
Like what kind of risks are we looking at heading to space?
Like,
obviously,
all the there's
lack of
literally
oxygen, but like they have
that's
that
all.
sorted.
So like, there's millions and billions gone into all these spacecrafts, and like I think he's going with, say, obviously an aviation expert or whatever, and I think he's going with 2 paying customers, so you can now pay to go to space. Like, and I think I don't know. I could be
One
absolutely
way ticket to paradise, guys.
2,000 hours of. He'll be joined by Audrey Powers, who has played an instrumental role in the years-long process to get the New Shepard rocket cleared for human flight. So she's obviously the expert. She has 2, and then Chris Boyschweisen and Glenn DeVries, 2 paying customers, will also be on the epic voyage. So that they will blast off from West Texas, and their journey will last for 10 minutes, reaching a height of 66 miles. Doesn't seem that high. 106 kilometers.
Well, when it's straight up in
that
the air.
doesn't seem that high.
Straight up in the air is definitely high.
Yeah, that's like, so 106 kilometers is like from here to...
And 10 minutes. They'll be up and back in 10 minutes.
the journey will last 10 minutes. So the journey up...
It's 10
so
minutes.
they'll basically get up to speeds. They'll make it 106 kilometers. Like, can you imagine if you were driving 106 kilometers per hour?
Yeah.
That means it would take you an hour to get to... And that's fast. So they're getting 106 kilometers in 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
That shows you how quick they're... Like, if you did the math.
Yeah. Fuck.
Well,
Take
they're
me a minute.
literally traveling 106 kilometers per 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Or a
Or
sixth
16
of...
kilometres a minute.
What's a sixth of an hour? 10 minutes. I was like, what's the
Welcome
sixth
to
of an
Maths
hour?
with Bicky, where we go around in circles.
So Jeff Bezos, Blue Origin. Because Bezos went recently, remember, like a couple of months ago, or he went to, did his...
He'd just be up and back, doesn't he? Just tipping
No, he
about.
just did it the once. Jeff
he just
Bezos,
did it the once, but he went with his brother.
He's the owner of Amazon.
I know who Jeff Bezos.
Okay.
Thanks
Sorry.
so much.
What did you say?
I didn't say
I
anything.
thought
He
you said
just
who.
said it's the owner of Amazon.
So he was joined by his younger brother, Mark, and an aviation pioneer,
Does
Wally
Mark,
Funk. Some name, isn't it?
does
Wally
Mark
Funk.
dabble in anything? Like, does he own anything?
Nah,
he's
don't know.
just riding on his big bros.
Didn't he? It's
Jeff.
how much would you say? So Worldview flights are set to begin in 2024, and while the prices come in at blank a seat, the company argues this is still much cheaper than what is on offer from the space.
10,000. 10,000 a seat.
No,
Okay, more or less.
more,
100,000.
less,
70,000.
less,
60.
50,000.
50,000.
Yeah, $50,000 for a seat to outer space. Would you pay it?
No. Would you?
I have no
Absolutely not.
desire to go to space
No.
whatsoever.
What would you prefer if you had the would you love to do a deep sea exploration?
Yeah.
You know the go-to question: space exploration or deep sea exploration?
Like, I'm happy enough on Earth, to be honest. Do you know, there's
Same.
so many things I haven't seen on this planet.
Let alone
deep sea up in the sky, do you know? So I suppose if I had to do either I'd go deep sea.
Yeah,
Which would you?
yeah. I'd be
Like,
terrified. I hate flying.
like space is just like infinite. Like, it's just
No, but like
it's
not
just
even
there.
that. Just even like where they go to in space. So like
It's black.
where Jeff Bezos and
like-
what's the other guy's name from Virgin? Richard Branson.
Yeah, has Richard went?
But like they just go. They don't actually go to space. They go to like I don't know. This is just what
the surface of the atmosphere.
Yeah. So like they're just up there and then they're looking down on the earth.
Now, if you're going to the moon,
but even at that, I just have no desire to do it.
Yeah, I don't. I really hate flying and I like swimming. So see, you know,
it's a C for me.
Yeah. But best of luck to William Shatner.
Best of luck, Will.
Please God, now we'll get
hope
him on
your
as a guest.
90th year is your best.
Yeah, I hope we get him on as a guest now.
Yeah, mad about him.
Soon, and he can tell us all about his explorations of the Milky Way and whatnot. Here's one you might like now.
Oh yeah, I hope it gets more exciting.
Now,
come on, lift it, Bicky.
I'd fallen asleep here.
It's really not that exciting. I don't even know if it's worth going
no,
through.
come on, you
Well,
mean?
you're going to have to now.
I'm going to have to now. What was it about in the end? Oh yeah. Would you say you'd have a good memory?
Touch and go.
Like
If I'm interested in it, yes.
Like as it no.
Like if you ask me about William, whatever, I can't even remember his name.
Yeah.
I won't remember.
There you go. Answer is no.
But if you ask me,
guess what you don't have a better memory then? A cuttlefish. So recent studies have shown that cuttlefish memory stays sharper than humans the older they get. Humans. The older they get. So
what's a cuttlefish?
You know, like a
fish?
Yeah, like a big kind of, isn't it flat? Isn't a cuttlefish flat?
Right. Well, you should know.
Not a
You're giving me the
stingray.
deets, you know.
Yeah. They're kind of like they're not as flat as a stingray, but they are kind of like flattish with like things coming off
Bit
the end
side
of them.
eye.
Yeah, they're gorgeous. Ever had for cuttlefish?
Oh no! Have you?
What?
Have you?
I've had it. Yeah, I think so.
You've eaten cuttlefish?
I don't think you have.
What?
It looks like a fucking squid.
It's kind of flattish.
Oh, you're changing your tune now.
I mean,
So-
it's the furthest thing from flat.
Recent
research.
Oh, okay, I don't know if
It's
I
like
have
a squid. It looks like a squid.
Research indicates that episodic memory does not decline with age in cuttlefish. Oh God! Sorry, we're just looking at pictures.
They are
of cuttlefish here.
hideous.
They are actually. No, I've never seen it. So cuttlefish can remember events up to their last few days of life, according to new studies. Now, when I was reading this, I was like, "Oh, cool!" And I was like, think to myself, "How the fuck do they know?
How
can they know?
They're
like,
lying
the
to
memory.
you. Like that's clickbait for people
this
like
was
you.
this wasn't even the usual go-to clickbait. This was Sky Bloody News.
No, this is lies.
No.
Like,
But
Sky
it's like when they say anything about like any shark or anything. It's like shark and they don't actually like the taste of human. It's like, who told you that? Fucking the shark.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
what? How do they know? Sharks actually don't like the taste.
So
of
I'll tell you
humans.
how these guys know anyways. The research is thought to be the first evidence of an animal whose memory of specific events does not deteriorate as it gets older. So memory tests were conducted on 24 common cuttlefish. So quite a large number. Half of them were 10 to 12 months old, so not quite adults, while the others were between 22 and 24 months, equivalent to a human in their 90s. So they have a short life, but they make it last. Like they make it like, you know.
They remember every moment.
Honest to God. The fish were trained to approach a location in their tank marked with a black and white flag. They were taught that 2 of their regular foods were on offer at a certain flag marked location. So it goes on and on to say the steps they did. But basically, they put their favourite food and their least favourite food at certain areas. And over time, over like 4 to 6 to 8 weeks, they realised all these cuttlefish, even when like the markers were taken away, always remembered
where it was,
like where to go to get the food or something like that.
Like
but I don't know how they concluded that they have better long-term memory or better episodic memory than humans. But
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this has to be the most boring Bicky Bits has ever been. Like I'm gonna say
we're 23 minutes in and we've probably lost every listener.
Solid minutes.
Right, go on. Do you have any events that are better?
No, I don't.
Do you not? Well, it's over to you. Best of luck.
Events, not really. I just love talking about you naked, but you don't love it.
No.
So we'll have to move on from that.
I think we need to just get you doing more accents.
Yeah,
no, we don't have any more. We did English.
We've plenty.
Oh, you've plenty lined up, do you? I'm really not on the ball for
Let's
accents.
talk again, Garth Brooks.
Yeah?
And Garth Brooks having a little bit of a TikTok porn these days.
Is he?
Well, like, there's all this naked cowboys with big crotches.
I seen one video.
Oh, no.
That you sent me. Oh, no, Alex sent me.
Alex, shout out another one to Alex. Alex was sending you a few this week and sending me a few. And what was your answer to one of the videos? Tell them, people. You always say that I'm the disgusting one. Tell the people.
Sit on my face.
Sit on my face.
Well, when the sun goes down.
And was it Gareth or was it someone else?
No, Alex sent me some random.
Wasn't Garth.
What's the name of that song? Is it When the Sun Goes Down?
Don't know.
Apparently it's a big
TikTok
Make sure you're talking to the
TikTok
mic.
famous.
You've been talking outside of the mic for the last 20 minutes.
Do I need to speak into it?
Yeah.
Well, please
Possibly.
God, we haven't been able to hear the last of Bicky's
Yeah.
bits. We wouldn't miss it. I know. Stop. But you enjoyed Gareth Brooks' TikTok porn.
It's not Gareth Brooks.
It's not, but they're trying
But
to be. It's kind of country.
It's
TikTok.
country.
It's country TikTok.
I don't
porn.
think there's any link to Gareth Brooks though, except for the country music.
Remember
that could
you
be any
said there was
country.
no Gareth Brooks music on Spotify.
Yeah.
You can search him, and it's just like tribute acts singing his songs.
Yeah,
Not
Brooks,
as good, but
Brooks
you still.
Jefferson. He's very good tribute acts.
Oh,
Brooks is very good tribute acts. You can get some of Gareth's live music, like the odd live song, or if he did a duet with somebody, you can get them. But like notoriously, you can't stream his music.
like just so you know, I did go on to look
You did
for
try.
a song. Yeah, I
Well,
tried
thanks
my
for
best.
your attempts, your efforts.
No problem.
Much appreciated.
I'll come back to a few other bits. But do you know what I want to discuss? And we haven't discussed it before. Is our idea that we had long before our podcast about starting up an Instagram page. Do you remember?
No.
Hashtag ROTD.
Oh my fucking God. I cut Biggie's bits short because I was like, you know this bitch, she doesn't appreciate me.
What?
And one of my bits literally was just 2 words, roast dinner.
Right, yeah, like our
Like,
ROTD
roast
is
dinner.
roast of the day.
So hashtag roast of the day.
Hashtag roast of the day. So we don't need to set up another Instagram account.
No.
But guys, I'm asking you, if you're having a good roast dinner, think of us. Send us a picture. We'd
Yeah,
love to
no,
see
we
it.
do love a
Like
roast.
every time for the last easily 2-3 years.
We've sent each other pictures of
Every
roast
time we're
dinners.
having a roast dinner.
Talk
So-
me through your
my favourite
your-
ideal roast dinner.
your god
So we're
tier.
talking Christmas dinners kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like I do love turkey, don't like ham, but I think my favourite roast dinner has to be beef. Like
Hard to
succulent,
beat.
succulent beef. Don't like any fat, so I trim all that shit off. Has
Yeah.
to be like nearly like a fillet beef.
fillet of beef?
No, but like sliced thinly, like roast
Yeah,
beef
yeah, yeah.
slices. Has to be mashed potato. Loads of gravy.
obviously.
And the gravy has to include meat juices. And
Meat juices.
sometimes a dash of red wine. Granny used to make the
I
best gravy.
don't like red wine Jew.
Do you not?
Not really, no.
Love. I don't know how you don't, because you'd be supping out of the red wine.
Yeah, I don't know. I like a kind of salty, kind of
Yeah,
of meaty gravy, you know?
So mashed potatoes, swimming in gravy,
Yeah.
roast potatoes.
Course.
With a gorgeous garlic glaze.
On the roasties.
Yeah.
Stunning. Any
Yeah.
veggies?
Roast carrots. I'll have any veggies except peas. Don't
like
come at me
peas?
with peas. Hate peas, and if they're
Why?
in my dinner, they offend me. Any even like chicken curries. Do you ever get chicken curry with a pea in it? And I'm like, I'm done with
Oh,
them.
I like peas.
No, peas offend me.
I can deal with peas.
I don't like the roundness. And the fact that the shells come off, like that's not for me.
No.
And even the mushy peas, sick. Smell of peas. Yeah, don't like broccoli either.
Would you? I thought
I
you'd be a
wouldn't have.
broccoli girl.
No, I
now.
don't like broccoli. I love carrots, sweet corn,
Sweet corn.
turnip.
Would never put sweet corn with a
parsnips.
roast dinner.
Like, would you never?
Never. Sweet corn.
Yeah.
No.
Sometimes it's nice, just a little bit.
No.
What am I missing? Bit of stuffing if it's going, I'll have it. Croquet potatoes, garlic potatoes. I'll have any kind of potato, and loads of swimming in gravy. But
Gravy's the key.
like, I'm
That's
all
your
about
winner.
that meat and 2 veg, meat and 3 veg.
That life.
Yeah, all
Potatoes
about
gravy.
that life. So we need to start posting our roasts on the
I love a
on the
roast dinner.
Instagram.
Nothing like it.
Yeah.
I made the odd roast. I made 2 or 3 roasts
You
in my
made
day.
me a roast once.
Did I make one? Nah, that wasn't even a roast. There was only the 2 of us and we were doing a quick one.
that was
so I
delicious.
roasted. It wasn't even. I made all the trimmings, but I just roasted chicken breast. I didn't actually do the full chicken.
Well, I was here for it.
Oh,
I
yeah,
love chicken. I love roast chicken as well.
Love a roast chicken, but it has to be the full chicken.
Yeah.
I copped out.
Like
and we were in a rush, so I
I'd
threw
say
the.
turkey is my number 3. Like beef, chicken, turkey.
So you don't like lamb?
No, hate lamb. Do
love
you like
lamb.
lamb?
Yeah, I
Don't
love
like
lamb.
ham.
What about
either.
liver?
No, I've never even tasted liver.
Oh, have you not? It's wrong.
No, couldn't.
Horrendous.
And what, like, would you be very similar with your roast?
No,
Is there
we're a
anything
little bit
I'm-
different.
What have I left out?
I don't know what my favourite meat is. Like, honestly, I don't think I could choose between beef, chicken, and lamb. I love them all equally.
Do you know I had a lamb once called Pebbles?
You had a lamb?
I had a lamb.
Where?
Called Pebbles in Milltown.
In Milltown, did you?
Yeah,
Do you miss them every day?
every day. They,
And what about Pebbles?
What? What'd you say?
And what about Pebbles?
Salty.
Salty. But I can't choose between beef, chicken, and lamb. Love them all. But my roast, I never have mash.
Do you
We
not?
always, if we're having a roast, because we'd have mash with. I'd have mash with. I don't even eat mash. No, I'd never really eat mash.
Oh,
do you have
it's
it said?
essential.
I just have roast potatoes. So you'd have your meat, your roast potatoes, maybe mashed, or what do you call it? Like not liquidized, like carrots and parsnips.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
That, and then or it might
It kind
be
of is a
solid
mash
veg.
again. Like.
Yeah, it might be solid. Cauliflower and carrots
yeah.
and loads stuffing. You missed stuffing.
I said it. You
did
didn't
you?
hear it,
I
yeah.
wouldn't have stuffing with beef.
I would.
Normally, we're not tuning with chicken or turkey.
We don't. We wouldn't have it a lot.
We wouldn't have a lot,
Stuffing.
but I'm here for it.
Oh, stuffing's my
I love
fave.
stuffing. Yeah.
Love stuffing. It's so good.
Especially when it's
stuffing,
oniony.
stuffing chicken sandwiches. Oh, but like homemade ones, not like street
Who
bought.
says stuffing?
Chicken and stuffing
Yeah.
sandwiches.
Who puts the stuffing?
It's got
Of
stuffing.
course.
Hi, could
Vicky
I get a
does.
stuffing and chicken sandwich, please? It
Of
seems
course.
Can I get a
weird.
cheese and ham sandwich, please?
Cheese and ham.
It's not even that. Not
What
as
else
bad.
is there that you can say? backwards?
But yeah, like that's my
Chips
roast,
and fish.
and
Lightning
my thing is like swimming
Lightning
in
and
gravy.
thunder.
Yeah.
Swimming in gravy.
Swimming in gravy has to be. But yeah, roast of the day, guys. If you're out there, you're eating a roast and you think of me, send me a pic.
Tag Organised Chaos
Organised
Pod.
Chaos Pod, thanks.
And hashtag ROTD.
Yeah. And if you're looking at Gareth Brooks TikTok porn, hashtag Vicky. Also, remember we were talking about Call Her Zaddy before?
Who?
Call her daddy.
Call Her Daddy. It's a
Call Her
podcast.
Daddy.
Remember we had it was one of our first podcasts. We were chatting about her. She's one of the biggest female podcasters in the world now. She's signed like a Spotify only like exclusive deal.
Vaguely.
Remember there was two of them, and
Is this It Girls?
No,
they're
so
Irish. These are
it
Americans.
was like they're the biggest. They were the biggest like female
Anyway.
podcast.
Doesn't matter. This girl, Call Her Daddy, her name is Alexandra Cooper. She makes millions off podcasting every day. And like she's friends with like Logan Paul, and she has like loads of like famous people on her podcast. She's been like on a load of other people's podcasts as well. But recently she put up one about so she had her birthday party in Vegas, right? And she had like a podcast afterwards about like rubbing shoulders with all the famous people in Vegas. Like I think she's like 23 or something like that. She's not that old. And on the night out, she was wearing an outfit and she got in a photo and she hated how she looked in the photo. So before she posted it to the gram, which obviously she's obsessed with social media because that's how she's made it. Like that's how she's grown her platform. And before she put her picture up, she edited it, right? Photoshopped it, but like photoshopped it very poorly. And supposedly previously on her, or like on previous podcasts, she was like given this whole body positivity talk
slamming
about
photoshopping essentially.
who would Photoshop, we don't need to do it, like love your body, love yourself, this, that or the other. And sure, she went out and photoshopped herself, right?
Yeah.
Now she said she was a good few drinks in.
Yeah.
Like she barely even remembers doing it. She
Yeah.
barely even remembers she put the picture up on the way to the club.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
after actually on the way to the club, after she posted the picture, she went home and got changed because she hated the outfit so much. Like she felt so rotten in it.
Yeah.
But lo and behold, her friends that were with her, who would also have a bit of a following on social media, posted the pictures a few days after, the unedited version.
Yeah.
So when that went out, of course, social media went crazy because you could see it was Photoshop at the start, but you couldn't really like call her out on it. But then when the unedited version went up,
It was wildly evident.
Like people made like TikToks about it. Like it was trending. Like she said, she woke up one morning and she was tagged in so many videos on TikTok that she just knew something was going down. And she said she read one DM and it was from like a fan apparently saying, you are a piece of shit. Like you talk about body positivity. Now these aren't words for words. Now you know me, don't remember the exact ins and outs.
Don't get a few lies in the way of a good
Never
story.
let a few lies. But at the end of it, she goes, kill yourself. This girl did. Like, she
Stop.
sent her a big long message being like, you're a disgrace. Call yourself like an icon. You're not, like, kill yourself. Like she won Alexandra, like read it out. She was like, I held back on having this podcast to talk about this. She was like, because I don't like giving negativity a platform. But she was like, it needs to be spoken about. She was like, yeah, I've talked about body positivity before. And I try so hard not to edit my photos. But she was like, that night I was drunk. I was on the way in the club.
Not lack of judgment. Like you can edit your photos if you want to edit your photos, but like she
made a decision. She
made
just
a
had to
decision.
sit with
She
it.
went with
like,
it. Yeah. Her decision to make.
But like just it's mad how many people like just went on like to slate her.
No, that's what baffles me. It doesn't baffle me that somebody says one thing to the world and does different. Like, not that what she did was a mistake. It's not a mistake. If she felt like doing it at the time, it was a mistake. If she wanted to edit her photos, they're her photos.
Yeah.
You know, she can do whatever she wants.
And like, God love
she
you if your life is affected by her editing her photos.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
That's what I'm more like, that's what I think needs to be spoken about is like,
why is that affecting your life so much?
anything in any like form, people like DMing people.
Yeah.
Like,
Kill
you know,
yourself. Like,
not even, that and like just bashing people in general. Like,
yeah.
But like, is that what we'd be so sheltered from all that, like,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
But obviously you hear about it in maybe in America more, obviously in Ireland as well.
Yeah.
But like,
It's obviously huge. But like TikTok is like notorious for like having like bad comments on people and
really,
yeah, like
so
they're not
they don't police it at all. You can kind of write whatever you want.
I would disagree with it, but
what?
like I would only like.
We could
Like
have a broken
I don't
chair.
think. No, it's not. It's this strap thing. I would say that like they do like they
police it
like
very
say
well.
like OnlyFans and stuff. You can't like you will see.
You can't mention the word OnlyFans
If you say like
on
link in
TikTok.
bio, they kind of like shut that down. Like even if someone's trying to promote their next single or
And saying
like,
link in bio.
merch or
Oh.
and they
It's
say
kinda
link in bio,
flagged.
they
Right.
just flag it all. And now this is all speculation, but like
Yeah, obviously you don't know the
like
ins and outs.
swearing and stuff in videos and stuff like that. Like that's.
But
why
anyway,
people,
I went on TikTok afterwards to like search the hashtag and yeah, like just people making videos of the before and after of the photo, being like
Just being
why-
nasty.
Yeah, just being really, really nasty. And I just can't believe people have time for that. Like, you know, and
Best
they're
believe
kids.
it.
Like they're
I'd say-
really,
yeah,
like they're
yeah.
actually teenager girls. Like, and she went
And
on
boys,
to
I'm sure.
and boys. She went on to divulge like how bad she has been. Like her life has revolved around like social media. Like supposedly she had a partner that was very like public to the eye, like that had broken up, and she said that was really, really hard and stuff like that. But she said since she was like 15,
She's been on
used,
social media.
She's used Photoshop. She said she hated the look of her legs. She hated the look of her chin, her face. Like, mental.
Yeah, and sad for her that she has to do
Sad
that. As in,
for her.
But
And
like,
she's a gorgeous
like if she
looking girl.
wants to, it doesn't boil down to what she does or
No, but
doesn't
she
do.
was-
It
she
boils
was
down
like-
to
she
what
was-
other people.
But she was like, for years, she was trying not to edit her stuff, but she was like, since I was 15, I have
have
used Photoshop because I was afraid of the comments that other people would say, and I still to this day am. And I'm like,
Yeah.
chicken. Like, you know,
Yeah,
God
yeah.
love
there's
her.
so many people. Who do.
So many people
Yeah.
like that. But I went on then, she mentioned it a few times, was to watch Social Dilemma. Have you ever seen it on
I've watched
Netflix?
it.
Have you watched it?
Yeah, give me a synopsis.
So like basically it's like people that were working on were working with Google and Netflix and
Yeah,
Facebook.
was it? Yeah, it was not. Was it mainly based on Facebook? No.
Yes, sorry, Facebook was probably the
Yeah, I
the
watched it
main.
ages ago.
Yeah, it's out like since 2020 maybe.
2020, 2019, 2020.
They were talking about the pandemic, so I think it must have been 2020.
Yeah, early, definitely early.
2020. But yeah, like in the Social Dilemma, they go on to say like we are just a product of what we read and what we see,
Mm-hmm.
and like obviously they were talking about people as young as 12 start on social media because their parents are giving in to them saying, I want a phone.
want a phone,
So and so
or-
has a phone. Please, please, please.
Mm-hmm.
And like they just have to give in because that's just what everyone does. But like from the age of 12, 13, they're using filters from Snapchat.
Yeah.
And that's misconstruing what they actually look like, and they hate the reflection
I'm
of
calling
their
it.
faces.
I'm gonna say, like, you know the way the world goes, and like you have to, like, the world is so fucking PC now, and you know all that. But I'm gonna call it in like fucking 7 years time. There's going to be like a law passed that like filters are illegal or something, like something ridiculous like that. Like,
Yeah.
like people use filters, people don't use filters. Like it doesn't.
Doesn't bother
I don't
me.
really have an opinion on it. And it's like,
No,
yeah,
yeah,
like,
yeah. Do what? Do you?
It's because we're not like, we don't.
I don't really use
We
them.
don't use social media though.
Yeah,
like, you know,
that much.
we are that generation that just maybe like Bebo was our first thing, and it was
Yeah,
only
we
like
skimmed by it.
momentarily. Yeah, and yeah, we're all on Instagram or whatever for a scroll or whatever. But like you said, like maybe the 12, 13, even the 17, 18-year-olds are like in it.
In it.
But I'm like something ridiculous like that, like in 7 or 8 years or whatever many
won't have
years,
filters.
there'll be like some law passed that you can't use filter, or like not that you can't use a filter, that they'll all be put on these companies that they can't produce these filters, you know?
Yes.
But sure, there's loopholes and ways and means around everything. There'll be something else then.
But the social dilemma.
There'll be some fucking app that changes your voice when you're on the phone to somebody because you don't like to sound your own voice or something, you know?
Probably will, yeah.
Just mad shit.
Oh, I hope they do that for you, your voice and bits.
The people love hearing me speak.
But the social dilemma, if you haven't watched it, give it a watch. It's an hour long. Like, it's grand.
I watched it ages ago, yeah.
I came away from it being like, that's it. No more phones.
Yeah.
For about a day. No, and then I was back on it.
I watched, there's one thing I watched that made me come away from being like, that's me now. That's the route I'm going to take. Minimalism, or The Minimalists.
Oh, yeah.
Did you ever see that? I watched that ages ago.
If it doesn't give you joy, it doesn't spark joy.
Yeah, and it's so interesting. Like, you have these people that don't have a home, and like the narrator or the interviewer is like, oh, so you're homeless? He's like, no. Like, I'm home full. Like, these people, not, they could have a home if they wanted one.
They don't.
But they choose to like move around the world. He's like, no, I'm not homeless. I'm home full. Like, I've loads of homes, because literally what they have in their backpack is
their home.
Is all they need. They have, like, obviously clean clothes, runners, you know, a toothbrush, blah, blah, blah. And then like the main guy, there's two guys that, have you seen it?
No.
You'd enjoy it.
Yeah.
There's two guys that made this documentary. I think it's called Minimalism or The Minimalists. I can't remember.
Is it on Netflix?
I'm nearly sure it is. I think I watched it on Netflix. But these two guys used to work for these like multinational like telecommunication companies. They're American, so like I'm assuming it's like AT&T or something, or, you know, one of these big corporate companies. And they were big, they were high ballers, like they were going places, and they're only young, like they're probably like mid 30s maybe in the documentary. And he's saying, like, I just realised one day, like, everything had to change. I can't remember how one of them got out. Maybe he was just a friend or whatever and decided. But one of them said, I realised one day when I was trying to sell an iPhone to a 9-year-old that, no, like, I can't. So they, like, literally left and started these, I think, like, they do, like TED Talks, like that kind of, they, like, are, like, public speakers or whatever about, like, what you want and what you need, and only have stuff that gives you value. So like his apartment, he has like a 2-seater couch.
Oh, I'll be living outside in the car park now next week.
No, I was literally like watching it being like, it's so true. Yeah. Like,
is that why you haven't bought a new iPhone in 25
this
years?
one gives you joy.
Does it?
Yeah. But like all he has is like a couch, a lamp. He doesn't have a TV or anything because he's not into TV.
Oh, he has a house.
Yeah, he has like an apartment. So he's a couch, a lamp, a guitar, and like a little bookcase.
They basically, like a minimalist is like someone who doesn't.
But there's different types as well. Like
they'll have one fork, one knife, one.
Yeah,
like, you know.
Yeah, that's like extreme, and like they don't. But like some people might have a house full of plants, and it might not look like they're minimalist, but it is like they might have
just one plant.
Yeah, like that gives them joy. So it's basically about only
buying into what you want.
Yeah, and what you need, and using everything, like not having idle shit. Like, but. Like you were saying, you came away from the social dilemma.
Yeah, I came
like,
away from the social dilemma. Yeah,
burn the iPhone. Yeah. I came away from minimalism being like, burn the apartment. I'm living on the streets.
Do you know what? Like the most kind of the thing that resonated with me most was your man. One of the lads was like, if you're not paying for a product, you are the product.
Yes, I remember that quote.
Oh,
I remember that quote. If you're not
like,
paying,
we're not paying for social media, so we essentially, like, Facebook are getting paid or Instagram are getting paid for us.
Yeah, of course.
To view it as advertising.
We're the product.
To buy into it. We are the product.
Their big cash turner is adverts.
Yeah,
and how do you get more money for adverts?
They give us anything they feel we need or want or we're into.
Yeah,
like so if you're seeing something, it's because you probably have looked into it and you want to see it. Like, do you know what I mean?
Or spoken about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually, myself and Mr. Producer spoke with one person's name today, and they come up on my TikTok.
Yeah, it's mad. It is crazy. Yeah. But your microphones, it's all to do with the mics in your phones and all being turned on.
Yeah.
But, it's so true. Like, if you're not being sold something, or
if you're not paying for the product, you are the product.
Because like, that's like, you can be sure Facebook and all these advertising companies, they're the ones that are in constant negotiations.
Yeah.
And it all depends on how many users per
guys,
month.
let me just remind you that you're not paying for us, but you're not the product, okay?
No. Not yet.
Bicky is the product.
You're not paying yet.
Not paying yet, guys. Wait till we get that Patreon going.
Never.
Platinum Plus package coming your way. One for all, €10 a month.
€10 a month. Cheap price.
Have you ever heard of love language, Bicky?
Like, is in
what's your love language?
Do you ever hear people talk about that?
I was like, I think I've read
it's on
that
Netflix.
book.
Yeah,
I think I read
you were
that
getting
book.
ready to lie.
It's like people say, "Oh, you speak a love language." It's a type of way you would be in a relationship.
Right, okay.
Like what language of love you would speak? Like, do you like affection, or do you like present giving, or
Okay.
did you ever hear of it? No.
Well, like the language of love or love
Yeah, but
language.
they have like how many is it? Like 5 or 6 different types.
Yeah, I'll read them out
Like
to you.
that categories that you would fall
and do you know
under.
which one you are?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do I? Okay.
Will we
So
do a love-
which call them out and just
Hold on now.
see which one you think you are.
Okay.
Everyone is real spiritual these days. This be all. What love language?
What
are
love
you?
language are you? So it's what you prefer, like what's your...
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like
Yeah.
different in and it's just in a like a love situation.
So
Yeah.
words of affirmation. So basically, do you like to how to
Constantly
communicate,
being-
encourage, affirm, appreciate, empathize, listen actively? That's definitely not you.
I'm constantly being like, yeah.
Yeah.
you look
affirmed.
great.
Yeah.
like-
Nah.
Physical touch, non-verbal use of body language and touch to express love. That'd definitely be you. Right. Guess who this is? Receiving gifts.
You. Are you? No, when you were explaining to me, I was like, receiving gifts is obviously one that's Evelyn.
Yeah,
You just love gifts.
Thoughtfulness, make your spouse a priority, speak purposefully. Quality time. I also like quality time.
Do you?
Uninterrupted and focused conversations,
you
one-on-one time
don't.
is critical. Acts of service.
Is this
Use-
another? Sorry, is this another one? Acts of service.
Yeah, these are
These
the
are all
5.
separate ones, yeah.
Use action phrases like "I'll help." They want to know you're with them. You're in it with them. Partnered with them. So,
Okay.
what love language are you, Bic?
The affection one, I'd say.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Really? I wouldn't. I would
You-
have thought,
you
I
wouldn't
would
keep
have thought
her-
you'd be like, no, don't touch me.
Certain times.
Sit over on the other side of the couch.
What, and you're.
Oh, I'm all give me presents.
This isn't like Surrounded by Idiots.
No,
when
no.
you're a mix of two and stuff. Well, I suppose
But you
could
can,
be,
you
I
can.
suppose.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Could be. You probably like the receiving gifts too. Who doesn't?
No, well, yeah, like no, it wouldn't be something I'd be like I don't.
You like taking that dick though.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's a gift.
But I don't know. I was listening to something the other day, being like talking about love languages. It's gas.
People
like,
talk about anything these days, wouldn't they?
and we're fucking worse, aren't we?
We're worse to listen and
are
regurgitate it.
worse.
I was just about to say we're 45 minutes in here.
45
We
minutes
are
in.
not 45 minutes in, are we?
Yeah, yeah.
Jeez, come on, give me a few fucking would you rathers and let's wrap this bitch up.
All right, okay. No, I have a few questions for you.
So which
You've
you've
been on TikTok recently, and you've obviously
Found my new fame.
found your new fame, and you've obviously been jumping on a few trends. You were singing a song there a few minutes ago.
When the sun goes down on my side of town. That's all I know.
Do you know what the Gok Gok 3000 is?
Nope. No idea. Are these TikTok things?
TikTok things. These are TikTok things.
Well, like, I
these-
don't know how much of a TikTok thing this Gok Gok.
What's called Gok Gok 3000? What is it?
What would you think it is?
Gok Gok 3000.
Gok Gok 3000.
Is it a like a Gangnam style kind of dance? No.
Yeah.
What is it?
It's not
What
a
is
dance.
it? Okay. A song.
No.
I've no idea.
No. It's kind of like a metaphor.
Gok Gok 3000. 3000 cocks?
You would give someone the Gok Gok 3000.
So you're like Gok Gok 3000.
Is it what I think it is? Right, go
What
on.
do you think it is?
So we're
Will
going
I
to
demonstrate?
Yeah. We're going to video you
That
now.
mic's too small.
No.
Doing the Gok Gok 3000
No, you're not.
for all the men
To
and
that
women
microphone
out
there.
there. Yeah, I just thought you'd know what the Gok Gok 3000
how would I know?
Because you'd be scrolling.
No, I'm never scrolling.
No, well, it's actually in fairness never come up on my. It's never come up on
Never
my
scrolling.
Gok. So for anyone that doesn't know, Gok Gok 3000 is a
Blowjob.
blowjob. 10
these
points
slangs?
for Gryffindor.
Okay, great, brilliant.
No, I don't have any more. That was just it.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
I did better than the first time we did TikTok slang, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah. Go on. Simp.
Yeah.
I know,
Don't,
come
don't,
on.
specialised, no.
Yeah, very close.
Special,
Special. Simp.
mediocre pussy.
Suckers.
Suckers, idolising mediocre pussy.
Special.
Suckers.
Geez, that's a lifetime ago,
Do
isn't
you
it?
remember what SMH was?
Shake my head.
Oh, well
Shaking.
done.
Shaking my head.
Shaking my head.
Yeah.
That's the only one you remember as well.
That's genuine.
Yeah.
Genuine, I remember.
Honestly.
What else do I have for you? Would you like? We were talking about this the other day, but would you like to go to India, Vicky?
No.
Never.
No.
I just said yeah
so
the other day.
hard.
No, did we talk about
Like,
this on the
why
podcast or
no?
separately?
No, we didn't talk about
No,
it.
Why wouldn't
I don't have a want to go to India. Like, there's plenty more places.
Ever,
that,
like.
I mean, like, if you were
like you sounded like you had something
calm
against.
down, Picky, you've won an all-expensive paid trip to India. I'd be like, yeah.
Hello,
But like, it's not.
hello, India.
Because just now you sound like you've something against India.
No.
You're like, do you want to go to India? No.
No.
Absolutely
It
not.
was a simple question. I gave you a simple answer. You asked me, do I want to go to India? I said no. Like, there's plenty more places that I want to go or would go before I go to India. I don't know enough about it.
You actually asked me this question the other day and you not recall my answer.
You would like to fly in a helicopter around over India.
Yeah. I'd like to check it out from above.
I'd say it's chaos. Like, but then again, like, there's obviously you have a lot of shanty towns and stuff like that in India, and very probably third world. Like, you know,
were you discussing this with us? It has the highest population of cows
no, I didn't know
in the
that.
world.
I don't know if that's
know
true,
that.
is it?
It is true, guys.
Okay.
Google it.
We'll take your word.
Yeah, India has the highest population of cows. Do you know them cows?
I'd say
that
the
they like
wealth.
cowbells,
I'd say there has to be like areas that the wealth is just phenomenal as well.
and they've gorgeous hair.
They do. I could do it.
Do you know what? No, do you know what was nuts about India is the driving and the traffic. Like, have you ever seen any like documentaries?
Yeah, like, well, just
there's no
videos.
like road markings, no,
No,
like
just every man.
there's
every man
traffic
for
lights, but they
themselves.
don't even look.
Yeah. But
They
some of the
straight through.
But
some of
guys,
the
if
best
anyone's
places in
looking to
Europe,
get,
some of the best places in Europe are like that.
Yeah.
Like chronic driving.
if anyone's looking to get myself and Becky a holiday, don't book it for India. Like,
Clearly.
unless it's going to be a quick helicopter
Yeah.
over the India.
Yeah.
Can you
we
do an
don't-
Indian accent?
I did one the other day.
Accidentally, probably.
Accidentally.
That was supposed to be Barbados.
No, was I doing Barbados?
Yeah.
Do an Indian one.
Hello. No.
You can't just say one word.
Well, all I remember is what's Apu's name?
Quickie
Is it
Market.
Apu in
Yeah.
The Simpsons?
Peanut Petalon or
Oh
whatever.
God.
Who has to meet the petalon?
Can you spell that?
No. Can a poo? Probably not.
What?
Give us an Indian accent.
I don't know what to say. What am I going to say? I don't know any Indians. I don't
Just
think.
say, hi, my name is Bicky, and
Hi, my name is Bicky.
No, right, okay.
No.
I'll give you a few this or that to settle the
Go on,
stomach,
give us
right?
this or that.
So,
I can't remember what are this or that. Oh yeah, these are
this
just
or
like
that.
what
So
I-
which one do you prefer?
Yeah,
so like
yeah,
dick
yeah.
or balls.
Yeah, that was our original.
No, go on.
Yeah, but we'll finish on that. We always do. Bowling or driving range?
Driving range. I'm going to do quick fire.
Okay, I don't have that many.
Okay,
just go.
What would
Just
you be?
keep going.
Bowling or driving range?
Oh, driving range. Don't
Yeah,
like
we
breaking
had
my
so
nails.
much fun. Remember we went driving range recently?
Yeah, put the back out though. Ah, no, I
You did?
Enjoyed it.
Can we go again soon?
Yeah. Skydiving or bungee jumping?
Oh, neither. I genuinely couldn't do either.
No, I'd say you could.
I'd say skydiving would be easier
I-
because bungee jumping,
You
like,
fling
I
back
know you
up.
free fall when you skydive, but like you free fall until the point of like tension.
I have often like mentally put myself in a skydiving position because it's
I
something like that
couldn't.
people
Could
like
not.
regularly do. It's a done thing when you go on holidays.
do it.
There's a skydiving school like just in Alvor, like just
Oh,
just off
really?
Alvor. Honest to God.
I was gonna say, like, when you look at people and they go skydiving, and it's like, you know, initial when you fall out of the plane, initial shock, and then it's like like. adrenaline.
wouldn't-
I feel like the whole way down, I'd be like,
I'd be crying. I'd
Like-
pass out. I'd probably pass out. I'd be them people on, you know,
Just
on, you know
living.
the not the freak out. What's that? The G-force.
Yeah.
I'd be that person
You'd be
that's
like-
like woo, and I'd be like poof, pass out. I've
Your man would
many
be just
times
like-
tried to put
Did you ever
myself.
go on the G-force?
Yeah, when I was a kid, like
You didn't
younger.
mind?
Like yeah, I did mind, but like I did it anyways. You know.
Would you not do that with skydiving? Yeah, I mind, but I'll do it.
No, I've tried to put myself
Yeah, I
I've
couldn't.
tried to put myself on that plane, and you hear these stories that if you go up, you can't come down in the plane and all, which I think is true. Like they can't because the
No.
fuel and stuff.
Yeah, once you're up, you're out.
Like, and I just can't. So, okay, because all of our talking about it, I'm gonna go with skydive, but like, don't ask me to do one.
And
You
you'd
know?
never do a bungee.
I don't think I could.
Do you know what would kill me is you have to jump out. A lot of the time, at a bungee jump, you're on your own. Whereas a skydive, you'll have
Yeah,
someone
you're with an
professional with you,
with an instructor.
Like I feel like I do a skydive now. Like if you were like, Evan, we're going skydiving.
Would you like to do one?
Couldn't.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind it.
don't.
Like
You should.
I'd
like,
love
they're
to
not
do
expensive
one.
or anything to do. Like you should.
Like it's not on my
Doing
bucket
it.
list, but like I would definitely do it. Do you
Yeah,
know that kind of
yeah.
way? But like if you said bungee jump, I'd probably have to think about it. I'd be like,
Do I want to do? Yeah.
like you jump down first, but then you have to bounce back up, and I feel like everyone gets a bit whiplash. Like,
Oh
definitely.
God, no! It actually makes me queasy thinking about
or
boarding.
like, what if it snaps?
No, stop. Great.
Right, next one, dildo or vibrator? No, you have to give me an honest answer.
I'm not like this
need
is supposed to be a family
need
podcast,
to-
and I'm going to wrap it up now. If
Would you rather? I'll just say that at the first. Dildo or vibrator?
guys, this
So
is
that's-
episode
so the answer is
17.
both.
I'm going to have to push you for an answer.
I'm going to say This has been episode 17.
No, we're not.
No.
You're
You're not
disgrace.
finished. No, come here. I have an actual
Yeah.
real.
Who's he?
I have a
Go
real.
on. I prefer him to
If
ask
you
me
were
anyways.
if you were in like a gang, like a proper gang, like mafia, like
Yeah.
any
Crips,
kind of gang,
Bloods.
like what would your role be? Do you think? Would you be like the bruiser, like the one who goes in like popping kneecaps off, or would you be like?
I'd be the magician. I'm like Michael and Kin. Make people disappear. What?
Like kill them? Yeah. Do you
No,
think so? You'd be the bruiser.
I'd either
you'd
be the leader.
Have you been watching Ken?
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
I'd either be the head guy, like the
He's done
Top
his job.
dog.
He's done his job.
top Bicky, or I'm the nearly like borderline mute that everyone's just like you don't fuck
talk.
with Bicky. Like
Don't talk to
like there's
Biscuit.
the top. I'm like the right hand woman. There's the top dog, but like I'm as bad, like badass.
And like
You're a
would they
middle dog, but you're here to. You're not here to
But
play
I'm-
Would they
around.
not
refer
here
to you
to
as
play.
like Bicky or Biscuit?
Just a big B.
Or and
Yeah.
and you leave crumbs.
Yeah.
Oh
No, Big B don't leave no crumbs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Bicky doesn't
So I'd be
leave
sent
any
in to do a
crumbs.
job and like there's not a trace.
Not
not
a trace.
a trace.
No.
Like they're like, oh, there was there'd be a hotel room in some, fucking New York hotel, and there'd be two or a couple up there that owed top dog. Let's say yourself, Evelyn.
it's me.
And you send me in to do a job, like I'm up to the hotel room and the cleaners come in the next day, or the maids or whatever.
Housekeeping.
And they're looking at their sheets, they're looking at their rosters, they're like, hey, Fidelma, this
What happened was-
That was
this room was supposed to be slept in last night. I have a reservation for this room. And they're like, they're beside themselves. They don't know what's going on. It's because I've been in there and I've absolutely
you've
Marked the
taken
place.
2 lives.
murked both people in there
But
and
it's
left the
cleaner.
place pristine.
It's cleaner than it was.
I'd
before.
be like the borderline mute.
They're
that
looking
just
for you to
is
hire you.
always in the background.
The housekeeping are looking
Big
for
B
you
leaves
to
no
get,
crumbs.
to get them on, to get you on their
Bicky
team.
B leaves no crumbs.
Yeah.
Right, last this or that.
Right.
All right, and then we're going to wrap it up.
I can only imagine what this is and getting ready to say.
Butt plug or anal beads?
Guys, I'm sorry for her.
That's both. That's both. If you don't
she
answer,
just
it's
stayed
both.
on spec and, had decent chat, we get more out of her, but no. It's been episode 17. Thanks for
night,
listening.
all.
See you for 18.
Adiola.
English girl named Fiona. African named Adiola.
You're very good at that.
Very, very good. It's my
Very
go-to.
Very good.